Hi, everyone, and welcome to Psychic Medium Heather Carlson. I'm pleased to have you, and this is the daily reading for Sunday, January 16th, and it's a general reading for all. So please take what works for you, what resonates with you, and leave it if it doesn't, but hopefully we'll get the messages that everyone needs. And this will be for the next 24 hours. And today I'm going to be using the Good Tarot. This is one of my favorite personal decks. I'll just show you. This is what the front of the box will look like. And this one I like because the book comes with it, and it's designed with no reversed, and it's designed that you kind of need to use the book. So it's really good as a first or, an inexperienced tarot reader if you just want to start yourself, do a 1 or 3 card pull, or learn how to read yourself or just for yourself. Or for people like me who are pros who aren't so good at reading ourselves or mix up what we want to see and what actually is there. I tend to use this one on myself. I don't use it for my clients because it's really a large deck. So some people have trouble shuffling it. So I'm just trying to use different decks each day, just so people can, again, it's just something extra that if you're interested in that yourself. Plus, it gives me an excuse to go buy new decks every once in a while, So, thank you for that. So, this is for everyone for Sunday, January 16th. And I'm just shuffling to ask for the energies that we need, that everybody gets the messages that they need. And I hope everyone is having a good day. Where I am, we are on a bit of a cold snap, and it is like, 23 below out there or something. It's freezing. I'm going to give it one more shuffle. So I'm very thankful to be inside my home, cozy and warm. Okay. I'm just going to do a cut. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. I think this very much all goes together. So this is for the next 24 hours for everyone. So we actually have 2 major arcana cards. So I mentioned this yesterday that I'll do a bit of a tarot video, but I'll quickly explain. Minor and major. So minor are your 4 suits. They're kind of your everyday. And major arcana are your big heavy hitters or your big life path, huge changes. So you tend to see them with a stronger message or a more long-term effect on your life rather than a day-to-day, a few weeks. So there's 2 major arcanas in just 4 cards. So the first one, and this is a beautiful deck. I love the artwork on this deck. This is the Love card. And I know somebody mentioned that I covered my face half the time in my last video, so I'll put this to the side. So the Love card is very much a card of, it can very well speak to romantic love. So for some of you, this is talking about, that highlighted in the next 24 hours is romantic love, relationships. But again, any love relationship, so that of family, children, best friend, that this is, that person is there for you, that love is there. It is true. It is there to support you. You can count on it. So I feel like this is going to be highlighted for some people in the next 24 hours. Sorry, I'm just getting some message off cards. I feel like this needs to be added in. Not typically what I'd say with this card, but I'm going to throw it in there because I feel like this is part of it. And for some of you, I feel as if there's a question of the validity or of, this isn't actually a correct word, but I'll use it because it's the way I'm getting it, the realness of the love. It's almost like you question, is it real or isn't it? And so I think I'm talking about someone sort of in a newer or a potential relationship. In that case, I'm getting the message that yes, it is. The person just doesn't show it very well. So they're getting misread, and that's valid. Their actions, they're really not as good at showing it or getting it across. So for anyone that's the message, where they're in a newer or potential relationship, that you're questioning the truth or the validity of that love. And I think I'm more talking in the romantic category for this particular piece of it. Then it is true. It's not something you want to walk away from. But for most people, this is, that support of a significant other, children, family, best friends. The other thing is that's really important, that it has come up a lot with this card lately. This is a card of really self-love as well, can be valid, and particularly lately in the readings I've been doing just in the last few days, it has come up as a self-love, that it's time for you to see the beauty in yourself, see the love within yourself, feel how amazing and special you are, and build that relationship within your own self. Okay? So in the next 24 hours, this is going to be significant. The next one is the Page of Air. And for some suits, for more commonly, this is called the Page of Swords. And this is, we had 2 pages last night and we have 2 pages again. So Page of Air, again, I think of experientially and behavior wise, or this can actually be representative of children or teenagers. So I'll sort of cover, Page of Air is someone as a person who, can be a little logical, can be a little detached, can be a little brisk and impulsive and just go with the moment. They don't necessarily always diligently think things through. That comes with the older court cards. To me, I always read this as sort of that really quick snap decisions, impulsive behavior. And, once they make up their mind, it's like a horse with blinders on. So I don't know if anyone has young children or teenagers, but if it's reading as a person for you, this may mean you're going to have a bit of a trying day. And the way I'm getting it, it's almost like I want you to switch to their language. So if I'm talking about a child who's just not getting what you're trying to tell them, try and tell them in terms of their favorite television show, or, using language or characters from their favorite video game or something. It's an odd message, but again, it's kind of what I'm getting. But just as a straight card, it's talking about sort of be wary of sort of rash decisions, of impulsive behavior, and of sort of making a decision quickly without thinking it through or thinking about what the emotional impact would be. Okay, so there's kind of a couple different ways we can read that. The next one is the Page of Water, or the Page of Cups in most tarot decks. And I think we had this one yesterday as well in the other deck. She is absolutely beautiful. I love this one. She's like a little mer girl. I love this deck. The artwork is so stunning. And Page of Cups is, again, as an actual person, child or teenager, very emotional, very loving, very artistic and creative, and they just feel everything. This is also, as an actual person, somebody who, particularly with children and teenagers, someone who can be empathic. So someone who can sort of pick up other emotions. So again, if there's things going on, this is a child that's sort of affected by that. So again, I just feel like, if these are your kids or teenagers or young people in your lives, then you just sort of need to be aware that, they might be having an emotional day. As a straight card, to me, this is sort of emotionally being in in that sort of state that we think of young people and teenagers in, sort of that in the moment, that naivety, that innocence, that they're not going through all the details. They're just, they just respond with that immediate gush of emotion or that immediate response. And there's some beauty to that. There's that initial excitement and kids just kind of go with their immediate response. And so that's sort of the aspect that I'm reading for. So again, sort of together, I sort of feel like, there's going to be some amazing relationship sort of clarity and bonding and communication going on for a lot of you in the next 24 hours. And then, with the page of air, I kind of feel like, but some of the in-between discussion might get misunderstood or taken the wrong way if you don't sort of put your love and patience out there to understand or feel the full picture, if this is making sense for everyone. So again, sometimes all the cards make sense, sometimes different aspects do. So again, they're an odd mix, so take what works for you. And the last one is also a major arcana, and it is the Empress. And this is very much the mother card. This is, the doting mother, the protective. This is fertility. It's interesting because we spoke about sort of a fertility in children a couple days ago in the reading. So this is interesting that this is coming up again. I would say if anybody is trying to have children right now, that the readings over the last few days, there's definitely some fertility in children references. So this would be a good month, people. If that's you, this would be a good month to give it your best effort. However you are doing that, whether it be yourself, whether it be with medical support, or whether it be through another means like adoption, etc. Okay? So I had to throw that in there because the fertility of the children keeps coming up in the readings. But the Empress is very much, that protector, that mama lion, that ensuring that everybody is supported and comfortable. And so again, I almost feel like we're going to have some family parenting, or again, it's not necessarily our pages can also be people behaving in that mindset. So again, this might be that you're a caregiver for an older parent and there's some fears going on or some emotional feelings. But again, I feel like this is, or, between partners or workmates or coworkers, but I feel like this, and altogether, I feel like it's going to be an emotional day. But I feel like if you can sort of keep the brisk reactions in check, or don't overreact or react too quickly to somebody else's sort of blunt or possibly even rude kind of comments or thoughts, and sort of try and find out what they mean by that. Why do they feel like that? And sort of tap into that more emotional piece where they're actually coming from, then this could actually be a really positive outcome and really positive interaction. So that's kind of what I feel the combination is saying. But again, if that combination means something to you, great. If not, take any aspects of it that work for you. Let me know if this reading rang true for you, or if it helped you get through something throughout the day. I'd love to hear in the comments below. And be sure and like the video if you were happy with it, and subscribe if you want to see future videos. So thanks so much for your time. I've loved having you. And we'll be back tomorrow with your next daily general reading. Thanks so much. Have a lovely evening. Love you all. Good night.